Hello, 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 and welcome to the Downsized live. My name is Christopher Durham, and this is my lovely bride,
Laraine Durham.
It looks like we have sound, which is even better. Laraine Durham.
Woot woot. You didn't check the microphones.
Well, I see now. I just checked them here, and I can look and see it's working. See?
Well, last night for our members live,
it wasn't for the first
no
5 minutes or something. But fortunately, everyone
Always
said,
good
"Hey,
to
no
check.
no sound."
Always good to check. Welcome to the Downsized Live. This is our weekly opportunity to talk to our viewers, our subscribers, our loyal fans. Go ahead and hit the like button
Or
now.
brand new. If you're new here, hello. Leave a comment.
And we talk about GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, tirzepatide, semaglutide.
I have a Mounjaro one if you'd like a Mounjaro.
Mounjaro, yeah. We're not type 2 diabetics,
Actually, this is a Mounjaro,
but we have
Mounjaro from England.
From England. I think viewer Kimberly sent that to us.
Kimberly Collison, I believe.
Yeah. So I've lost 50 pounds on compounded tirzepatide. Christopher's lost 100 pounds.
That is true.
And so now we talk about this every day. We talk about it. We live it. We we talk to doctors. We talk to dietitians. We talk to real people. A lot of times I'm just talking to myself.
Nothing new there.
Nothing new there, he says. Okay, so also there's a big winter storm headed right at us for most of the east coast of the United States.
Middle of the country,
yeah. So if you haven't heard about that already, I think the governor of North Carolina has already declared a emergency disaster area. I don't know. So it's supposed to hit like Saturday afternoon and keep going until Monday. So I didn't go to the store and buy anything.
Oh, well, we'll survive.
I'm sure it'll be fine. All right.
Did you tell them we're not doctors?
We are not doctors. We're just like, people that might live in your neighborhood that just lost some. Speaking of people in our neighborhood, we need to check on Eric.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if he's watching. Hi, Eric, if you're watching. We have a friend and neighbor who started right after New Year's. We saw him at a Christmas party, and he was telling us about he was getting ready to start. So I think you did check on him.
I did check on him
too long ago.
Last week, maybe. I
think he was doing good. So hopefully.
I think he was like 20 or 30 down already.
Yeah, this particular friend of ours, he and I used to work out at the same like CrossFit type gym before COVID. And then when COVID hit, we both quit and never went back. This is one of those gyms where you're like flipping tires and you got battle ropes and you're doing box jumps. And I don't think I could go back to that again if I wanted to. What are you doing?
Oh, no, this was January. I checked in on January 9th and he was down 10.
Yeah, awesome.
Let's ask him now.
Awesome. So maybe there's some people out there who are just starting their GLP-1 journey or thinking about starting a GLP-1 journey, or maybe you have the pens in the refrigerator or your little vials in the refrigerator and you're like, I can't do it.
Or maybe you got the bottle of pills sitting there. I know a few people.
I saw it's like 3,000 people have gotten prescriptions for the Wegovy
and a few people
pill.
have commented they got them. I know Dave Knapp's on his like third day or something on the pill.
Woo! All right,
yeah.
Awesome. So we'd love to know how you're doing if you're one of those 3,000 people in America who got a prescription for the Wegovy once daily pill. We haven't heard any feedback from any real people on that yet. But if you've got it in your refrigerator and you're scared to take it, what should they do, Christopher?
Take it.
I was very scared to take my first shot. I could not give myself a shot. I don't like shots. I've had 3 children. I don't like shots. I don't like giving blood. I don't like it. So Christopher had to give me my first probably 8, 10, 12 shots.
Quite a few.
And then once I saw the results and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do this, and you can do it too. So I think we've got some videos in our library of videos where you can go watch me do a shot or watch Christopher do a shot. I think when I did a video like right after we started the channel, and I was kind of really nervous to even do it. And I look back on it now, I'm like, oh,
somebody will periodically comment on it and say you did it wrong.
Well, I love those keyboard warriors who like to tell us we're doing it wrong, but we're not doctors. So we're just doing what we do, how we do it. And, we've figured out in this journey that everybody's results are different. Everybody's bodies are different. And so you have to figure out with your doctor what works for you. Okay.
Absolutely.
What else? What's happening?
That's all I know right now. Do you want to see who's out here?
Sure.
Well, Becky Clark said she's not here. She's going to church, but she'll watch it later.
All right, Becky.
And Taryn said she'll watch it later.
Hey, Taryn.
All right, Taryn. Hello, Gwen Roy.
Gwen's here. Hello.
Anthony.
Hello, Anthony.
Let's see here. Deborah Kendrick.
Deborah Kendrick. Hello from sunny Colorado. Nice. Kristen's memories. I'm here laying in bed with a headache and listening to my favorite people. Hello, my downsized family. Hello.
Thank you for being a member, Kristen. Thank you for being a member, Elizabeth Pearson.
Sorry, Elizabeth. Yeah.
And Catherine. Good evening. Valerie Fitz.
Hey, Val Fitzwater. She's one of our moderators.
H2O Fitzwater. Get it?
Yeah.
Megan Zoff.
Megan. Hey, Megan.
Linda Bookmiller.
Lots
of people coming in. Let's see.
Linda.
Right now, there's 169 of you out there and 215 views. So this is pretty simple the way it works. We'll say hello to some people. I'd rather answer questions. So hello isn't the most exciting content, but I like to say hello to people. So ask questions. If you got a question, put a QQQ in the comments and we'll do it the best we can. We very often will say, well, we're not doctors. And we may, in some cases, defer to other folks. So there are people out there, for instance, if you're a type 2 diabetic, who are type 2 diabetics that might comment. Occasionally our resident molecular biology friend, Condi Carmack, will weigh in.
I think if you say his name 3 times, he's
like
required
Beetlejuice.
to
He appeared
make
last
a comment.
night. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
He is. You never know. There's usually several hundred people out there, and there is a big pool of people who have a lot of information. So hello to everybody out there. Vera, thanks for being a member. Let's see. I said Linda Bookmiller. We said Sandy Shore. Hello.
Hey,
Barb from Health at Any Cost.
Hello,
girl. Thanks for being a member as well. Valerie reminds everybody to hit the like and subscribe button.
Thanks,
Let's see here.
But it's going to get cold in Florida too. Brown-eyed girl. That was the.
I think it was 60 in Florida.
Yeah, Christy Schwark.
Swark.
Hi. My maiden name is Orphanides, so I get it. I get it. You're the best at it. Hey Jess, evening everyone. Traveling T says hey everyone. Hey Traveling T.
Traveling T, did you change your picture? I don't think that was a dog before. Oh, I did this one. Roxanne, she's going to do it. I beat her to it. And Hoover, hey there, girl. Mark Clem.
Hey, Mark Clem. Just finished listening to Enough. I really liked it. Enough is the book by Oprah that just came out. I've got my copy handy over here. We're going to do a book club discussion of this starting February 12th, Thursday, February 12th. So that gives you enough time to get your book or get your audio book or download it to your Kindle and read it. And we'll be working through it for several weeks, at least two or 3 weeks, coming up in February. So I hope you can join us for that. That'll be a live like this, only on Thursday, February 12th.
Right. Brendy says Lorraine's mic could be louder. Let me see it. I turned it up a little bit. Maybe.
Do these have volume levels?
Well, I have a volume on the screen I can adjust.
I don't like these. I don't like these kind.
Okay.
We have a couple different kinds. These are not my favorite.
Oh, TT Trucker it was the picture I was thinking. Not. What was the other one? I thought it was. It wasn't.
With a T.
Traveling T. Very similar.
I put a one of these clear ring sizers on my wedding ring, and I can't get it off. Yeah. Oh, no, it just popped off. So these clear, I don't know if you can see.
It's clear.
But it goes like in the base of your ring, it like snaps on. They send you different sizes, and it's helpful because it doesn't like clang up and down against my band like it used to, but it's still not quite right. I might have to break down and take it to the jewelry store and like really get them sized. Have y'all done that? Have you gotten your ring sized? Down in the Dale, Shelley, LD, and CD, I think Thursday night is probably better for you to leave now. Good luck.
We're leaving now, right now. See you later. No, we're not.
We are going on a cruise out of Miami on Monday. And so we were supposed to leave here on Sunday. And I don't think that's going to happen. So we moved our flight to Saturday morning early, and I think that'll be okay. So,
but if not, we'll move it up.
Yeah. So our live next week will be coming to you from the ocean, from an MSC. Was it seashore, seaside, sea
something?
There's all sea something. Jojo, do you want to come up here and say hi? Our cat Jojo likes to come in and get in on the conversation. We've got a special kitty cam that we put on her if she wants to, diva it up and like really just sit and stare accusingly into the camera. She's not judging, really. Jill Brooking says, hi, everyone. Anthony says, I still remember that live from the ship where you guys went on talking for 20 minutes in silence. Thanks for reminding me, Anthony, that you're the best. Yeah, that was back when we were just mere novices at this.
Wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, it was just a mistake.
Yep, no, it happens.
Anna, hello. Rhonda Powers says she took her first shot today. Zepbound 2.5. That is awesome. Let me get you one of these.
Fantastic. So a lot of people from here comes Jojo, from the very first shot report that they feel the inflammation going down in their body. They just feel better. The food noise goes away. For most people, it's in the first month or two.
She didn't want to stay.
Jojo, I cleared a spot for you right here. Jojo.
She says no.
All right. Your tail, it's your tail wagging. But good job, Rhonda. Good job. George is here. Ticanis George from 218 to 173 today. 7 months since I started Trizepatide. 13 pounds to go. Woo-woo. All right. That's awesome. 7-month journey. So the average weight loss on these medications is about a half a pound to 1 pound to 2 pounds a week. Amy Smithy says, hi, Downsizers and Durhams. It's been a while. Hey, Amy. Amy M. Smithy. Barbariba. Good evening, everyone, from the Gulf Coast of Florida. Mitsu Grace 90. Hi, Downsized Gang from Northern California. Erica says, good evening to all. Hey, Erica, 1576. Down in the Dale, Shelley. There's an exploding tree.
Is that a thing? I've never heard of such a thing.
Exploding trees? Trees
or does
explode?
It freeze and expand and the trees explode? I don't know anything about that.
Terrifying. When we lived in Omaha, that's the coldest place we've ever lived. There weren't a lot of trees. There was just, it was
trees.
Prairie, not like in North Carolina.
Here. No,
sure. It was good for our daughter's allergy situation. But yeah, the exploding trees. Never heard of that. All right. Linda Book Miller, no more bread or milk in the Carolinas soon. Yeah. We're stocked up. I went to the grocery store the other day. Scott B says, after 40 plus weeks and 87 pounds down, my hunger is all over the place these last 2 weeks. Some days I am very hungry and others I want very little to eat. Any ideas? Do I have ideas? I've got so many ideas.
Let me give you the first question before she throws out random ideas. Where are you in your titration? What's your dose and how long have you been on it?
No, I wanted to talk about what that dietitian was talking about with us today.
But more information is better.
we're not diagnosing you. We're not doctors. So 40 weeks, 87 pounds down, hunger all over the place these last 2 weeks. Some days I'm very hungry, others I want very little. Maybe it's time to move up. Maybe it's top dose. Maybe you could talk to your doctor about that. We talked to a dietitian today. Is this dietitian like Harvard trained dietitian?
She worked at Harvard.
She works at Harvard.
She works at Brigham Mass General.
Yeah.
The hospital, and then she is a professor, teacher. I don't know what her she has a harvard.edu email address.
She's smart. Okay.
She's smart.
She's smart. A lot smarter than us. But she's a dietitian, and she works with GLP-1 patients. And what she was telling us is, we're talking a lot about hunger, right? Because I've always been afraid of hunger. Hunger's been the enemy. I have tried to not be hungry to lose weight. I always equated, if I'm hungry, it's all over. It's no good. I'm going to want to eat, and then I can't lose weight. Okay, so what happens when you have the disease of obesity is your hunger hormones are dysregulated. The ghrelin, the leptin, the hormones that drive you to eat. Ghrelin is that gremlin, I'm hungry hormone, right? So when your hormones are dysregulated because of the disease of obesity, it messes up your hunger levels all the time. You think you're hungry and you're not, and you have food noise, but so when you get about 6 months into this medication, this dietitian was telling us, some people find that their hunger comes back. And it's not because the medicine has stopped working. It's because now your hormones are regulated by the medication, by the GLP-1 medication. So it's normal to be hungry at certain times of the day, right? At breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's your body's signal telling you it's time to eat, because we have to eat. We have to fuel our bodies. We have to make sure we're getting enough nutrition. And the hunger signal is the way that our bodies tell us that. With obesity, you can't trust it with obesity, right? We get on these GLP-1 medications, your hunger gets regulated, people find the hunger comes back. My hunger is all over the place this past week. What do I do? What do I do? It's your body trying to tell you what you need to eat. So, I think previously I've never been able to trust that hunger signal, right? Because I couldn't tell if it was just food noise or if it was true hunger. It was very hard to distinguish. So now that we're on these GLP-1s, we're getting back to how we should be feeling, how our hunger should be. And so, if you're hungry, eat. Maybe you're not eating enough. Maybe take a look at that. I woke up this morning hungry. I was like, I'm hungry for breakfast. I'm hungry. And then my next thought was, do I need to move up in dose? Have I been on 7.5 milligrams once a week too long? No, I don't think so. I needed to eat breakfast. It was time to eat breakfast. Right, JoJo? She's biting me.
Hey, Jojo. The key difference there is, though, to understand the distinction between hunger and food noise. Hunger is your body's natural drive to survive, to make sure it's getting the nutrition it needs. Food noise is a disruptive thing that goes well beyond that. All right, Joe, chill out.
She's fine.
It's that thing that gets in the way that's driving you to eat, whether or not you're hungry, whether or not your body needs nutrition, past all of that, because that dysregulation, those GLP-1s haven't turned it off yet, or haven't moderated it yet, haven't regulated it yet. So, let's see, where were we? Barb asked the same question. Where are you on your dosing? Well, same kind of thing. So let us know. I'd love to know the answer to that as well. Jazzy MDG says, hello, Downsized fan. Thanks for being a member, Jazzy.
Jojo, why are you going to let me know?
George says, P.S. and thank you for keeping us informed and motivated. Laraine and Christopher, of course, happy to. Anthony says, love Christopher's watch, cool and red. It's a Casio G-Shock. Got it on a cruise ship.
That wasn't the watch you were wearing this morning.
Sometimes I wear 3 or 4 watches a day. This one's very light. It's also very, very difficult to read.
Yeah, I
It's
can
all
see
red.
it, though.
I can see it, but
see
it's not any, you can't really glance at it. You have to really take a look at it, but it's cool looking.
Yeah, I've got my Apple Watch. My Apple Watch has not been wanting to pair with my phone. I got a new phone and it wouldn't pair, so I had to unpair it and pair it.
So Lynn Smith says, how can I change from compounded to the branded Ozempic? So the compounded medication is not actually the brand Ozempic. That is a compounded medication made by a compounding pharmacy.
Semaglutide.
Right, it is semaglutide. They're the same active ingredient, but it's not actually the brand. So if you would like branded Ozempic, you're going to have to speak to a doctor, whether that be your local doctor, a telehealth doctor, and they're going to have to write you a prescription to either your local pharmacy or a telehealth pharmacy or NovoCare or something, and they'll have to send it, and you'll have to get it that way.
I mean, where are you getting it now? I would ask that provider. Can you
some telehealths can write you that prescription.
Yeah, I use Mochi for my telehealth provider, and they can write you a prescription for Ozempic, and they can also write you a prescription for compounded semaglutide. Just depends on really your insurance coverage, your budget, your preference. Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes a doctor's prescription, and you can get that from any drugstore.
Not the prescription.
No, but you can get it filled
in
any drugstore. Yeah.
The Ozempic. Leslie Haverlack 2532 says 6 weeks in. Woohoo! Awesome. So today I in my saga of I get medications filled for other people in my family besides myself, our insurance coverage changed. And I used to go to CVS, and now I have to go back to Walgreens because CVS is no longer a preferred pharmacy.
Walgreens is one of several that we have access to.
Walgreens, Publix, Lakeside Pharmacy, which is a Harris Teeter.
And I think Walmart and Costco, I looked.
All right, maybe Walmart. Walmart's farther. Costco's, I got to get on a highway. Like, I hate driving. Okay. So I went to Walgreens after a long story that I won't get into now. We got a message that the prescription was ready. I go to Walgreens. I said, okay, I need person that I'm picking it up for. I need your savings card. Person texted me their savings card. Go to Walgreens. Hello, I'm here to pick up this medication. Here's my savings card. Oh, ma'am, this expired 12/31. Well, yeah, but at CVS they just rolled it to the next one. Like you've had a savings card at CVS for years, like 2 years since when we first started. That they just roll over. They used to say, not so at Walgreens. So I said, okay, fine. Let me figure this out, and I'll get back in line when I figure it out. So I went to the Eli Lilly website. I said I need a new savings coupon for this birthday to this phone number, and I had to get it sent to the person's phone. The person then texted me the card. I got back in line, and the pharmacy person is typing. I'm standing there. They're typing. Seriously, like 5 minutes goes by. And then finally the pharmacy technician says, we're out. We don't have it. And I said, the app says that you have it. And my person got a text that it was available to come pick it up. The pharmacy tech says, oh, you did? Okay, hang on. She goes back in the back somewhere, finds it.
She has a secret stash.
Finds it. This is that bill 7.5. Finds it. It says, oh, I have it now. Okay, but now the pharmacist has to do some magic computer work, and we'll see what your price is. I said, it should be $4.99. She's like, right now it's $1,300. Okay, yeah, we don't want to pay that. So she gives it to the pharmacist. I'm still standing there. Another 5 minutes goes by. Now the line is long behind me. She comes back. She said, okay, yeah, here it is, $4.99. I'm like, oh, Praise, praise Jesus. So I get it, and I leave. And they gave me a coupon, $7 off your next purchase of $25. I go to use it. The lady scans it. I got some other things. The lady scans it at the other register. I leave. And I'm thinking about it in my head, and I'm like, those numbers don't add up. I didn't get that money off. And I looked at my receipt, and it didn't take the $7 off. And I'm like, you know what? I bet because it printed it out with the prescription, I can't use it that day. I think that's a rule. I don't like that rule. And the lady didn't even say. She just scanned it and Walgreens. Okay, that's my Walgreens saga for today. So if you've got if you've got commercial health insurance that doesn't cover obesity medications, and you've got the Eli Lilly savings card, hopefully the most you will have to pay is $499. Wendy Herrera says, I got my NASH fibro score results today, and I went from moderate NASH level 2, fatty liver, to a score of 0. I don't care if I lose another ounce. Currently on 10 milligrams of Mounjaro since 7/24. That's great. I've heard a lot of people talk about their NASH score and that it's helped them. That's fantastic. Todd Stevenson. Hello, Downsizers. Thanks, Christopher and Laraine. Shot 33 of tirzepatide today. Soon to be figuring out maintenance. When you figure it out, Todd, let me know.
No, don't say it like that. It's not that hard, Todd. It's just, the problem is there's no specific answer to it. There's no set answer forever.
You have to figure it out for yourself.
Well, and even your body adjusts. So
right. That's why I'm like, do I need to move up?
It's like if we could just eat this much weight of food and take this amount of dose, and we drink this amount of water, and everything that went in and out stayed exactly the same. But that's not how life is. So it changes, but you got this. You can do it. Rosemary says, question, I have been on for 8 weeks, 2.5 tirzepatide. I'd like to go up to 3.5. Have other people done the same, or do I have to go to 5? It is compounded, so I can adjust the dose as I want.
Why would you just go to 5?
Yeah, well, why do you want to do that, Rosemary? And are you talking to your prescriber? So what
do you have that side effects?
What the standard recommendation is to follow the researched patterns, unless you have a reason that you and your doctor have decided not to do a different dose. And you absolutely can, but those patterns were designed to help keep you moving. And it's really the percentage jump. So that 2.5 to 5, and some compounders have a little bit different dosing, but it's about how much it jumps and your body's ability to adjust and change to it. So talk to your prescriber, but unless I don't know what the reason would be to do that.
The recommended titration is from 2.5 milligrams tirzepatide to 5 milligrams tirzepatide. So, and I would say, if you're having any side effects like constipation, diarrhea, you should not move up if you're having side effects. If you're not having any side effects, that's a good time to have a conversation with your doctor. But I don't know why you would just go up from 2.5 to 3.5. That it's probably an insignificant amount of increase, honestly.
And depending on what's going on, you might and you could even stall your weight loss. There's a reason the titration process was created, though.
Wendy Herrera, isn't it amazing to have our liver disease disappear, says Barb. Yeah, Barb's been helped by that as well. Barb's gone from 405 pounds to 120 pounds. So ask her all your questions. She's also got a channel you can check out on YouTube, Health at Any Cost. Shorty says, hi all. Hey Shorty, how's it going? Deborah Kendrick at Wendy, that is so awesome. And that is one of my goals, to reverse fatty liver. I just started compounded tirzepatide last week. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Mitsu Grace 90, met with dietitian / health person today, working on gut health and refining my maintenance nutrition. 70 years old, down 62 pounds. Fantastic. Dietitians can be a really great source of information if you're trying to figure out what to eat, if you're trying to figure out how much to eat, if you're trying to figure out some new strategies to work eating into your day. That's one thing we're talking about with this dietitian today. You know, setting an appointment with yourself to eat if you need to, like make it a priority, right? I think a lot of times we're like, oh, I'm trying not to eat. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm trying to put it off. But we're not like that anymore. Miss Linda DH, hello. Deb Marie 55, hello again. Hello again. Mark Blackmore, looking forward to the cruise. All booked. Mark and Teresa in Branson. All right, cool. So we love cruising. We love to do that as our favorite form of vacation. So a lot of our viewers said, hey, we'd like to go on a cruise with you. And we said, hey, sounds like a great idea. So we're having our second annual Downsized at Sea cruise, June 4th through 8th out of Miami on the Freedom of the Seas. That's a Royal Caribbean ship. We're going to Nassau and their private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So
if you're waiting on a personal invitation, you're invited.
So you have to go to our website, which is thedownsized.org, and click on the cruise tab. You'll see the information for our travel agent, our travel partner. She doesn't like to say agent, Kelly. And she was texting me today because she was working on some cruise things, and she was telling me how many people, I think there's 61 people booked currently to go on the, well, her count is 62 and Royal Caribbean's count is 61. She was trying to figure it out. I think I'll go with Royal Caribbean's count, but it's 61 people. And also if you're coming in the day before, like you probably should for a cruise, you should probably fly in or drive in the day before. We have a block of hotel rooms, and that information, is that on the website?
No.
I don't know. But when you talk to Kelly, I think she said there's 8 rooms left in the block.
But they can get as many rooms as you need. It's not a big deal because we're going for 100 people on this cruise.
Well, I mean, you know, they want to fill up the block, and then if we need more, we'll get another block.
We'll have swag bags. We'll have lanyards. We'll have T-shirts. You'll get to do meet and greets. You'll get to see us film some videos. You might even go on an excursion with us, go to the beach. Who knows? Laraine loves to dance in a line randomly, so lots of people do that. Dancing. Oh, that is line dancing. I actually line danced last year.
You did. It
wasn't pretty.
I think you lost a bet and you had to line dance.
I kind of hoped I lost the bet. So.
Yeah. So check that out. It's tons of fun. Oh, and also Kelly mentioned to me today that we have one lady who's looking for a roommate. So if you're a single lady, all the single ladies, she has a roommate for you if you're single and you want to book with someone. And who knows, you might make a new lifelong friend. My Zep Bound Journey says, hi guys. Zep Bound Journey. Lynn says, thank you both for all you do and all the info and news you put out each week. It's helped me so much. Have a great cruise trip. Thank you. Thank you. Rhonda Powers, lost contact, only seeing advertising. How are you putting a message up if you're only...
I don't know. Let me look. That's a good question.
Usually I'll start getting messages on my phone.
You look at those and let me look at this real quick.
All right. Let's take some more. Here's one from... I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. I have just started 7.5 milligrams, and after 4 days of strong food noise suppression, today suddenly I want to eat food, and I'm feeling very hungry. Just started 7.5, so you've been doing this at least a couple months. 4 days of strong food suppression, and then, oh, it's day 5, and now you're feeling very hungry. Well, again, we shouldn't fear hunger, but we do know that the medication has a half-life in your body of 5 days. So you take the medication and day 1, 2, 3, I always find on day 3 I weigh the least in the week. Day 4, Day 5, you might start feeling a little hungry again because the the level has dipped. So days 5, 6, 7, then you take your shot on day 7, you zip up, and then over the course of 5 days, you're, half-life.
The challenge is it's not even really weekly. It's really 28 days. So it's over the course of 4 weeks, because the medicine doesn't completely diminish, right? Once you hit that second week, there's still a little bit of medicine from the prior week in there.
Well, there's always medicine in your body. So, yeah, I mean, if you suddenly want to eat food, like eat some protein. Like make sure you're hitting your protein targets. Are you eating your protein first, or are you just, eating kind of all around it? So make sure your first bites of food are protein. Every time you eat, ideally, you should be eating protein. I am not a doctor. I am not a dietitian. This is just what I have found works.
But that's not a surprise.
What's not a surprise?
That you're getting hungry on the 5th or 6th day.
No, because of the half-life of the medication. So that's normal. Just keep going. Just make sure you're eating enough.
Jazzy VR1 says hello.
Ooh,
Brian Silver Health Quest, good evening.
I will stick around until bedtime around 8. All right. Catsy Cow, my scale is broken, I think. Never really used it a lot before. You're funny. I mean, you've been watching us for a long time, and I say that because obviously you have a, distinctive YouTube name. You should buy a body pod. We're sponsored by the Hume Body Pod. There's a link in the code in the description. You can get a measure of your muscle mass, your fat percent, your body water, all kinds of stuff. We like it. We have one. Use our code Downsized. My Zep-bound journey says, my rings are literally falling off my hands after a 190-pound weight loss. Wow. Oh. Told my husband he might have to pony up for a new ring. Wow. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Good for you. Yep. You're going to have to get a big chunk.
You lost a whole human. You can get a new ring. Go for it. Tell them bigger and better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can get me a new ring?
Sure.
All right. Goody Doris says, good evening all. Hey, Doris. Yukon Jack. I feel a little stupid, but how do you obtain the PDF from the Amazon audiobook? I've listened to the entire book and thought it was excellent. Okay, a PDF is something that you read. It's a file. An audiobook is something that you listen to. So I'm not exactly sure what you did. Did you download it to your phone as an audiobook, like on Audible? Did you download it to your Kindle? I don't think. If you do, usually if you download it to your Kindle, that's a separate price than if you download it to your Audible and listen to it. You know what I mean? If you want to listen to it and read it, it's usually 2 separate payments. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe you just want to get the hard copy. I don't think if you have an audiobook, I don't think you can usually get a PDF, but somebody out there might know that more than me. I don't usually get audiobooks. Britt Braves It. Hello, everyone. Hello, Britt.
Elizabeth Pearson says, I have osteoporosis. My MD warned that weight loss would make me higher risk for broken bones due to falls. Does that seem right? I certainly have better balance now that I'm 60 pounds lighter. Well, hopefully that's not the way the MD actually said.
They want the fat to cushion the fall.
So
that's terrible.
There's a couple of things going on there. If you have diagnosed osteoporosis, make sure you are working with your MD to get all of the vitamin D, the nutrients, the whatever, build a plan with them that you're getting the supplements you need to help that. You also need to work on your activity level and building muscles, because muscle supports the bone, particularly with osteoporosis, and it'll keep you from falling. It'll help hold you up. So the concern anytime you lose weight, and it's not just with GLP-1s, but anytime you lose weight, is that if you lose too much muscle and you lose too quickly, yes, your bones, you could fall down. I think that's something that the doctor should help you manage, though. It's not an insurmountable thing, because most doctors will tell you the extra 60 pounds is worse for your body that your brittle bones are carrying around.
Well, and I would also ask your doctor about weight-bearing exercises.
Yep,
If
well,
that
that's
would
what I
help
said.
your osteoporosis. Well, you're talking about muscle.
Well, that's how you do it. Yep. That is what I
You
said.
were talking about losing muscle. I'm talking about.
That's what I did say that.
I'm not just talking about muscle, though. The weight-bearing exercise can help your bones specifically. Right. Yeah. So, but ask your doctor if you can do stuff like that.
Yeah, but there is an extra concern anytime you have osteoporosis, but it can be managed, and work with your doctor and build a plan on that. That's, yeah.
Namia Garrett. Laraine mentioned peanut butter kashi cereal the other day. Oh my God, thank you, so good. Finally hitting my fiber goal. Woohoo! Okay, so my new favorite thing is this kashi high protein, high fiber cereal. It's peanut butter. It's on our Amazon store. If you want to just look at it, you can go to the downsized.org, click on our Amazon store, and it's like the third or fourth thing. I like it. It's got 10 grams of fiber. It's got 10 grams of protein, and it's peanut butter flavored. I loved peanut butter Captain Crunch as a kid. I don't know why my mom let me eat that, actually, because she never really let us eat other stuff like that. But I loved peanut butter Captain Crunch as a kid. And so this is a way that it's got the peanut butter flavor. It's crunchy, but it has some good stuff in there for you.
I tried it. It does not taste like peanut butter Captain Crunch.
You don't like,
but it doesn't taste bad. It's not bad, but I would not say it's peanut butter.
Honestly, I've been eating kashi, some form of kashi cereal.
It's not bad. I would eat it, but I was like, this is not peanut butter Captain Crunch.
15 years, 20 years. Like I got on a kashi cereal kick when I was on Weight Watchers, like I want to say 2010, maybe the early 2000s. And so they've evolved with the protein. So I'm glad that they have. Linda Bookmiller says, I have those same ring sizers. I really hate to think of resizing my ring, but would lose it without them. Yeah. And they kind of can pop out. Like I'm not like really trusting this ring sizer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably have to get them resized, Linda. I think we're just going to have to do that at some point. I don't even know how that works. Michael Clanton says, sorry, Laraine, I apologize. I was wrong on muscle gain. You can gain up to 2 pounds a month by lifting weights, but a woman slightly less. Okay. I don't remember what you said before, but I thought it was like,
I think there was 1 week you thought you'd gained some muscle, and that's why your weight was doing something. Yeah.
I mean, if you look on the body pod, you can kind of see muscle, and I don't know, over time you definitely see trend, like day to day, stuff fluctuates, but you can gain up to 2 pounds of muscle a month. I think for a woman, it's probably like a pound of muscle a month. Mindy gave me a good statistic on that. I don't know if Mindy's in the audience tonight, but it's not easy to put on muscle, right? It's really easy to lose muscle as we lose weight. I certainly lost some muscle when I lost weight on this GLP-1 journey. It's a lot harder to put muscle on. Usually to put muscle on, you have to be eating in a calorie surplus, and you have to be lifting weights. Who wants to eat in a calorie surplus? But there are people that have changed their body composition by focusing on protein, and some people have been able to build muscle even in a calorie deficit or in a calorie kind of neutral maintenance kind of mode. Your results may vary. Your mileage may vary. Anthony. Laraine, you and Christopher share the vials you get from Mochi, even though you're on different doses, right? Maybe, Anthony. Does your Mochi provider think you're on the top dose? I want a higher concentration to save money. LOL. Anthony, why you got to ask me things that could possibly get me in trouble?
Yes is the answer.
So, once you puncture the vial should be used within 28 days. So we're drawing out of the, both have prescriptions, but we're drawing out of the same vial just to go through them, faster, honestly. So,
but yes, it does help us save money too.
If your provider prescribed you a 15 milligram vial, but you're only taking a 7.5 milligram dose, well, it's really easy to divide those units in half, right? You don't have to do any algebraic equations like you would have to if you
don't ever have to do algebra. That would be a third.
I don't do fractions. I do the equation. Anyway, you're an adult. You can do what you want. But the problem is if you're one person and you've got a vial with a lot more doses than you need in it, and you don't use it in 28 days, are you going to be okay with that? It's best to use it within 28 days. So that's up
we
to
go
you.
Through vials pretty quickly.
We go through them fast. Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Don Boehner asked my doctor at my second follow-up appointment for Zepbound how long the insurance would cover my prescription. He told me that the insurance companies are dropping coverage. Sad. So Don, let's split that in two. The first part is how long will the insurance cover your prescription? That depends on what it was written for. So if you have something like sleep apnea or type 2 diabetes, or there were other reasons, there were other comorbidities, it could cover you indefinitely. There are also policies that cover it for obesity, that it could cover you indefinitely as long as your doctor continues to diagnose you as obese and uses your original BMI. And it can continue to do that. The second half of that is, he told me insurance companies are dropping coverage. We are definitely seeing some insurance companies dropping coverage. There are also companies adding coverage, and the lowering of prices that we're seeing should help that across the board. Actually, I've got a couple of stories that I was working on. There is a handful of companies across the country that are actually now adding GLP-1 coverage and listing it on their hiring benefits. So they're saying, we're a big company and you want to come work to us, and this is one of the reasons you should come work for us, because we will pay for this. So they're starting to see it as an asset and not necessarily a cost, which is a pretty intriguing move.
That's interesting. Yeah. Insurance coverage is tricky and varies from place to place, person to person, year to year. It's tricky, right? I can see that being an employee benefit, though. When I was a clothing buyer a long time ago at a place called One Price Clothing Stores, they would either cover us to have a health club membership every month, or they would buy us a piece of exercise equipment up to $500. So I think one year I bought an exercise bike, which also made an excellent clothes rack.
I never saw her use the bike.
Did I have that when we met?
Yeah, when we first met. I just had clothes on it.
Yeah. So I can see as companies shift away from that and maybe, offer to cover GLP-1 medications. Starlight says, I'm going on my first cruise, taking tirzepatide shot with me. I don't want to gain any weight and make good food choices. Any advice for me? Yeah. So we have a travel case downstairs at the ready, so we don't forget it. We have a travel case. We have ice packs that are reusable, and we put them in the ice packs to keep them cool.
Put it in, don't check it, carry it on with you if you're flying.
Yeah.
You can also ask your stateroom attendant for a Sharps container. It's free. They don't care, but it gives you a safe way to dispose it, and it just sits there.
That way you don't have to carry it.
It's not a big deal.
Or, worry about.
Beyond that, it's an eating conversation, right? And it's, does it say how long they've been on Starlight? No, it doesn't say.
No. Eat protein first. Look at all your choices. You're not going to be able, I don't know if it's your first cruise. There's going to be a lot of food. There's going to be food a lot of places everywhere all the time. You're not going to be able to eat much of it. So you're going to have to be very picky. You're going to have to only eat the things that look the very, very best. Pick the best proteins, pick the best. If you're going to pick a dessert, it better be the best looking dessert you've ever seen. And if you take a bite of it and it's not good, don't eat it. You don't have to finish it. If you don't want to finish something, don't finish it.
There's no clean plate club.
Right. So you got any tips?
I mean, typically for the buffet, I walk the entire buffet before I put one piece. I don't even pick up a plate. I just walk it and look at it. Because what happens is, and I don't know what cruise line you're on, is there's just so much stuff that it's easy to get in and start piling stuff on your plate. And then you walk past and you're like,
what about that?
And then I go back and I put protein on my plate first. Mm-hmm. And there's always chicken, fish, beef.
There's so many good proteins.
There's plenty of good proteins. Yeah. Start with protein, and then I add a vegetable.
There's always a salad bar.
Right, there's always a salad bar.
But if you feel compelled to,
green beans, broccoli, carrots, it doesn't add a vegetable. You want some fiber and vitamins and all kinds of good stuff. And then I'll add a little bit of carbs, and I eat them in that order: protein, vegetable, carbs, because I might need a little bite of macaroni and cheese. It's okay. It's not going to kill you.
Well, I really like, on the last cruise, I was going back through my pictures from the last cruise we were on, and they made these beautiful cups of cut up fruit. Well, how often do you cut up like 6 different kinds of fruit in your home and have it in your refrigerator? Well, my mom does every week, but
your mother does. Yes.
My mom loves a bowl of cut up fruit.
Supremes.
There's so much good like prepared for you. So stuff maybe that you don't get a chance to do at home or eat at home, but are still good choices. Like there's always yogurt, there's always fruit, there's always fish. Like I really tend toward fish at dinner time because it's usually lower calorie and it just kind of digests a little bit easier.
You can eat in the dining room. It's sit down. They will bring a menu to you. Most cruise lines, you can order multiple things. Typically, the portions are a little bit smaller, and people who have never cruised before, they're like, well, the portion was really small. Well, they made them smaller because they assumed you would order multiple things. For a GLP-1 user, they're generally a good size.
They're a good portion for us. Yeah.
But your waiter does not care. If you get something and you don't like it, tell them. They will bring you something else. They want you to be happy. Communicate with them. Ask them questions. If it's food you don't know what is, ask them questions. I always say cruises are a great time to try new things. Mm-hmm. Don't just show up and eat the same things. You can. There will be things that you're familiar with, but there will also be things that you're not. Yeah. Try new things.
Try the Indian food. Try that fish you've never heard of. Try, pasta. Well, maybe not pasta dish, but
beyond
get the idea.
Beyond that, have fun. Give yourself some grace. The goal is not perfection. Mm-hmm. Do not beat yourself up. The wonderful thing is you have these GLP-1s and they are a tool. And no matter what, you're going to get back. You're going to take another shot and you'll get moving on. And you know what? You might gain a pound or 2. It's okay. I usually do on a cruise. Mm-hmm. And within a week, 10 days, it's gone. It's travel. A lot of times will make you gain a little bit of weight. There's salt. There's, but give yourself grace. Have fun.
And when we go on a cruise, we are eating more in general than we do at home. So that's, but we also are usually doing more activities. I'll go walk on the track. There's a gym. I'll go in there and do some things. They might have group fitness classes that you can take advantage of. They might have a stretching class, in the mornings. They might have a water aerobics. They might have games you can play in the pool and stuff.
Do the belly flop contest. Are you a belly flop person?
I will not.
I've never done that.
Some cruise lines we've even been on has had like Zumba on the pool deck. Big fan of that. Dance lessons. I'm a big fan of. I love to learn new dances and stuff like that. So.
A lot of cruise lines will also have like a healthier salad,
like a menu with healthier choices,
or even like little like quick eats kind of things, and they might even have protein drinks. I mean, you just have to you have to look around and ask. It
on
just
MSC,
depends.
You can get protein smoothies and some like core protein drinks and stuff like
Carnival had some of that stuff on there.
Yeah, they do. So,
but there will be plenty of options. Just do the best you can. Have fun. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Here we go.
Deb Marie, Laraine, I use the silicone spirals on my rings. Silicone, huh? They come in
I have
different
some of those.
thicknesses. Well, is that what I have?
No,
They're
it's a
plastic.
spiral that twists around it. I have some in other box forms.
They work great. I'll have my rings resized after I reach my goal weight. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Brian says, I think I have maxed out the ring sizers. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Donna Beach says, hey, CNL, nice to see you both live. Live from North Carolina.
Yep, Quanah Jackson.
It's Wednesday night.
Says, hi, I'm new to all this 1 month in. Well, let me give you some this.
Oh, Christopher, have you dealt with being cold all the time?
Yes, I'm cold all the time. And I was
100%.
cold from the very first shot, and I'm cold now on, I don't know, whatever, 200 plus shots in is, it's a function of a couple of things. That early on, you probably haven't lost enough weight that it's the weight loss, but it's two things. Number one, weight loss. I'm 100 pounds down, so I have less insulation. Number two, the way these medications work on your brain is it's dulling out that serotonin, that dopamine a little bit. It's kind of tamping things down, and it will make you feel a little bit colder. It will make sure you're getting the nutrition you need.
We're on week 118.
Yeah.
In case anybody's
Week 118.
My
and
toddler is 118 weeks.
I have a little heater, a little electric heater under my desk when I work. I wear sweaters constantly.
Heating pads.
Yeah.
Layers.
It is one of the side effects, honestly. That's the most consistent side effect. I mean, I've pretty much always been cold. I'll also get allodynia a little bit, which is a skin sensitivity, some fatigue, diarrhea once every once in a while. But yeah, cold is one of those things, and you lean into it, and you wear a sweatshirt or a hoodie, and you kind of do what you got to do. One Mybrid says, I'm here. We can all start now.
All right. Marissa, coming up on a year with Zepbound, just hit 100 pounds down. All right. My husband has also lost 90 pounds. So grateful to have this amazing medication, is I'm sure what she was going to write there. That's awesome. 100 pounds down on a year. So that's great. About 2 pounds a year. Your husband's also trending toward that I see. So fantastic. Good job. Cat C Cow. Question. Are you guys more psyched about cruises now that you won't gain 40 pounds each one? I never gained 40 pounds each one. I could gain 7 or 8 pounds on a week cruise, on a 10-day trip.
I think I'm not more psyched. I've always enjoyed it, but I think there's a lot more things that open up to you, and there's a lot less restrictions. So down to,
well, he couldn't go on.
I mean, there were a lot of excursions I couldn't go on. I was too heavy to
yeah.
do. There were, you get so big, there are chairs you don't want to sit in. You fly, I never quite had to have the seatbelt extender, but I was another 5 pounds than I would have. The steps were a challenge. I could always go down going up. So like water slides. I probably wasn't doing that because I didn't want to go up the water slide, and I didn't want to get my booty stuck going down, so it wasn't going to happen. But now, I mean, we do whatever we want to do. We'll do a couple of excursions on this one. We're going to go scuba diving again.
Yeah. Well, and the medication toward the food side of that equation, the medication just really makes me aware that I have to make good choices, because I'm not physically going to be able to eat everything I see, and nor should I, right? I don't want to live that life. You know what I mean? Like I've hopefully, able to make better choices now, and that's with the help of the medication, certainly. So, it just makes me focus on what are the best choices here, where are the proteins, what do I really want? Like, that big piece of chocolate cake, does it really look that good? Well, not really, so maybe I don't get that, but I love an ice cream machine, especially that self-serve one. So,
but it's just it is a very different experience because the world opens up, and although we will still have a drink, we don't get the drink package. We don't, Yeah,
I can't drink
we're just
much.
not doing that.
It's not the same.
And I don't miss it, so
Yeah,
it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, we're not staying up till 2 a.m. partying. We're usually asleep by, or I'm usually asleep by, you know, a reasonable time, 11, 12.
Shell says, hello from Alabama, new to the channel. Hello.
I used to live in Birmingham a very long time ago. Jenny Inspire. Hello, Durhams and chat. Hello, Jenny. Valerie Scruggs says, sometimes dehydration feels like hunger. That's a great point. That's a great point. So, you know, if you're not drinking your water, make sure you're drinking your water. This is a 40-ounce cup. I have several 40-ounce cups. Most of them have Hello Kitty on them. And I try to drink at least 2 of these a day. I also drink water in the morning when I take my multivitamin. We drink water at dinner. I have a Diet Coke at lunch and coffee in the morning. So,
and I prefer Tervis.
He likes the Tervis.
I don't know how many ounces it is.
I think that's maybe 18 or 24. At one point, I don't know if I was on Weight Watchers or what. I went around in my kitchen and measured the volume of all my cups, because, you know, I was trying to get to a water goal. And so I wanted to know exactly how many ounces of water I was drinking. So at one point I could tell you the ounces in every cup in our cabinet. I don't know, you know, things we do for.
Oh, our friend Eric answered.
Oh, is he watching?
No, he's not watching. I texted him.
Oh, you texted him?
He says, not too bad. No major changes. Still averaging 2 pounds a week. Trying to eat my protein, drink my water, weight training.
How much has he lost? Did he say?
He doesn't give me the total. I don't know. So
awesome.
2 pounds a week since the beginning of January.
Maybe we'll have him come on the channel.
And his wife got him some BioCare.
Oh, did he use our code? Anyway, well, that's great. That's great. All right. Yep. What else? Jennifer says, where I live in Oklahoma is supposed to get 8 to 12 inches of snow starting Friday. I think like half the country is getting this system, right? And I would go into singing Oklahoma, but
please don't.
Christopher dissuades me from that. Wait for it. That's cute. That's really cute. Wait for it, 135. Is that your goal weight, 135? Hi, everyone. I'm 4 months in and I'm finally hungry. It's a good thing. I make better choices with tirzepatide. Exactly, right? That's awesome. I love that name, Wait for it. Sandy Shore, I'm not cold all the time, but more often when I had the protective fat. Yeah. Sandy, you going to the gym tomorrow? I'll be there for step aerobics. Do you ever do step aerobics, Sandy? I don't think you do. Shell. Hit the like button to boost the video and leave a comment. How many likes we got?
Oh, one moment. I'm not on the correct screen, but I can get to that screen. We have 319 viewers and 152 likes.
What are the rest of y'all waiting for?
And we gained 2 members, Megan Zoff and Ellis 51658.
Thank you. So we have a membership program. Our content is free, but if you'd like to support our channel, we have Club Downsized. You can see the join button, hopefully below where I'm talking. You can look at that later because it'll take you to another video. But that's where we do special things for our Club Downsized members. We have a live just for Club Downsized most Tuesday nights around 6 o'clock Eastern. We have a special Club Downsized Facebook page, which you have to know the password to get in the Facebook page. So don't everybody be going to the Club Downsized page if you're not a member of Club Downsized. I lost recently my big Facebook page, which was called Downsized Adventure with Laraine and Christopher. So if you've been looking for that, it's not there anymore. Facebook deleted it and I appealed it and they won't put it back. And I'm like, you know what, Facebook, peace out. So I'm on Instagram as the Downsized. You can follow me there. I have a Facebook page called the Downsized. You can follow us on TikTok at the Downsized and Laraine from the Downsized. But mostly our content's here. So we're just going to, we do most everything here on YouTube. Sally Ann Good. Hey guys, I cannot convince my husband to join the cruise, so I need a roommate. I called Kelly and she said, you must be the person Kelly was telling me about today. I called Kelly and she said she did not have anyone else that was willing to share. Is anyone interested?
We'll find you somebody.
Yeah. So if anyone out there is interested, go to thedownsized.org, click on the cruise tab, get in touch with Kelly and tell her you need a roommate. And hopefully she'll put you together with Sally Ann. Mary Ellis, hello. Good evening, everyone. Took my shot number 78 today. 70 pounds down. Wow. 2 months in maintenance. Looking forward to joining the book club. Awesome. Well, good job, Mary Ellis. We met her in Las Vegas. Starlight, week 27, down 42.9 pounds. Starting weight 231. Today down to 188.5. Been on Zepbound for 7.5 for 12 weeks. What are you doing?
Taking a picture. Sending it to Derek.
Why?
Oh, why not?
I'm so annoyed with him right now. 12 weeks and now compound, still losing 1.7 pounds weekly. I feel great and so happy the lower dose is working. That's fantastic. 27 weeks, you've lost what, like 50 pounds, like 2 pounds a week? All right. You know, that's great. Yeah, Christopher's found that the brand name and the compound were both extremely effective. Both the same.
Not a doctor. In my personal experience, Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk lawyers.
Sometimes they watch our channel.
Work the same for me.
Sometimes we welcome them to the Downsized. So if any Eli Lilly or Novo Nordisk executives are listening, please lower your prices. Thank you very much. Okay. TT Trucker. Do anyone know which GLP-1 did Oprah take? She has not said. I don't think she has ever really said. I'm thinking it's Ozempic, but I'm not sure. Just wondering because I'm not a book reader, so I probably won't read the book. I don't think she's
saving money. Surely she's like getting gold-plated Zepbound.
You know, she was taking it for a while. She went off of it for a year, gained 20 pounds back, and then went back on. So if I were her, I probably would have started on Ozempic, and then when she restarted, I would have gone on Zepbound if I were
My money says she was on tirzepatide, but we don't know.
That's Zepbound. Yeah. I don't know. And it doesn't really matter. I'm very happy that she has told people that she has taken one of these GLP-1 medications for weight loss. Hopefully we will remove some of the stigma around taking these medications around obesity, and people will learn that obesity is a disease. You don't make fun of somebody for taking chemo for cancer, right? Wait for it, 135. Right now, I'm eating grilled chicken breasts, black beans, and edamame. It's delicious.
That's a lot of good protein there.
All right. And good fiber, too. Anthony, wow, with JoJo Cam, we get the full view of JoJo biting Laraine. Could you see her biting my hand? Yes. It's like she wanted to lick my hand, but then she didn't want to be petted because then she was biting my hand. She's a kitty of mystery. Gwen says, Casio G-Shock is my husband's favorite watch. Well, there you go.
I have lots of Casios. Only one G-Shock.
Show me.
I did just order one.
All right.
I did a survey for YouTube and sat in a focus group, and they sent me a gift card. So,
whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Scott B. increased to 10 milligram Manjaro 3 weeks ago. So I don't understand the hunger. It doesn't seem like food noise to me. Is this the guy who was? Yeah. I don't understand the hunger. That doesn't seem like food noise to me. Is it actual hunger? Is that what?
Yeah, I would start with looking at your nutrition and make sure you're getting enough.
Yep.
The challenge of these drugs is you can significantly undereat, and your body will say, "I need to survive," and you need vitamins, minerals, protein. You need all the stuff. So,
this is where it's good to maybe write some things down, maybe have an app, like we use the Me Again app where you can, plug in what you're eating, even just take a picture of what you're eating and it tells you the calories and the protein and the fiber and everything. So maybe go through a couple days and just take pictures of what you're eating, let it total it up for you, and then it'll also give you a suggested calorie level you can follow. And are you eating enough calories? It's really simple. Some people think they're eating enough and they're not. Some people are overeating and then are surprised when their weight loss. It's a kind of a delicate balance, I guess you might say. So, until you've really been on these for a while, it's hard to know your calorie level and where your body wants to be. What are you doing?
Just looking at pricing, making sure so I can answer this question because I say it wrong all the time. Let's see here. So does Lilly Direct have better prices now that the new year started? The prices went down on the Lilly Direct vials prior to the new year, and it hasn't changed since then. And I'm looking directly at the Eli Lilly site because I get it wrong all the time. Self-pay, the first dose is $299
for the 2.5
for the 2.5
vial.
Yep, 5 milligram is $399. 7.5 milligram is $449. 10 milligram is $449. 12.5 milligram is $449. All the rest are $449. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see that going down anytime soon again. It went down $50 basically after the White House's press conference.
Right. And you can find Eli Lilly's prices on their website for their Eli Lilly Direct vials. The vials don't go through insurance. They are self-pay. So if you don't have insurance or your insurance doesn't cover, it might be cheaper for you to get the Lilly Direct vials. For me, the cheapest option is still the compounded tirzepatide through Mochi.
Now, if you want the pre-filled single dose pen, the price went down considerably on that if you're paying cash. So it was $650 with the savings card, and now it's gone down to $499 cash pay.
Well, that's what I paid at Walgreens today for our other family member. But you have to have your commercial insurance that doesn't cover. Yeah, I have commercial insurance. It doesn't cover weight loss medications. So that's how I'm able to use the savings card. You can't use the savings card with Medicare or any other government assisted program like that.
And then there's the extra option of the savings card will actually apply if you have insurance that pays for it.
Right.
And there's no way for us to know. So we don't know what your insurance will pay for. But if you go to CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Joe's Pharmacy, it doesn't matter. They can run it. Mm-hmm. And then you can ask them to apply the savings card, and it could lower it to as low as $25.
Some people,
but there's no way for us to know what that would be.
Lucky people out there.
Yeah.
Your mileage may definitely.
We talked to a lady that said this morning or this afternoon that was getting 3 months.
3 months for $25.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. But that's a function of her insurance.
Yeah. One Mybrid David just passed 1 year. Stats current shot is 54, number 54 as of Monday, down 27%, 90.6 pounds, BMI 35, weekly average 1.7 pounds per week. Mounjaro 15 milligrams.
There you go. You got all the numbers.
Let's hear it for the boy. That's great. That's great. You're doing great. 1.7 pounds a week, top dose, down 90 pounds. Awesome. TJB +3. Hello, all. Hello. Thanks for being a member of Club Downsized. Ann Quitman. So crazy. I just told my husband, who's not suffering from obesity, that there's a difference between hunger and food noise. I just found out after 28 weeks on Zepbound. I never had a name for it. I just knew I wanted to eat all the time. I didn't even recognize it as I wanted to eat all the time. I just did, right? At 3:00, my brain would say, you need to go get a snack. It's 3:00. You need to have a snack now. Well, my brain doesn't do that anymore. And I was never hungry. My stomach wasn't growling, right? put your hand on your stomach. Is your stomach growling? Are you lightheaded? Do you need to eat? Is it time to eat? Or are you just thinking, oh yeah, there's some Oreos in the pantry and that would taste good? Food noise versus hunger. Renee Skiri, 11th week, and I'm having injection site irritation. Started with last week's shot, about 1 inch diameter and itchy. Call your doctor. Send your doctor a picture.
So there's some things that can happen. One of the recommendations that we hear is to take a wipe and clean your shot location afterwards, because there are some people that your skin may be sensitive if that medication gets on it. You could also be allergic to the preservative in the medication if you're using compounded, and sometimes the formula changes, or you changed pharmacies or what have you. And sometimes it just happens. It's just, and we see it. Lorraine's had it. I've never had it, but
yeah, I had quite an injection site reaction, and this was 2 years in. I mean, this wasn't very long ago, and I got shipped from a different compounding pharmacy that I hadn't used before, and it had a different additive that I hadn't had before, and I got welts, like bigger than a quarter size welts, and I didn't even really associate it with the shot until the second week when it happened again on the other side of my stomach. So yeah, I took a picture, I sent it to my mochi doctor. I don't use that pharmacy anymore, and I have it noted in my mochi file for him not to have that as a choice for me. But yeah, he said to put some Benadryl cream or something like that on it. But always check with your doctor if you have something like that.
Nancy Bear says, asking about Eli Lilly Direct because I get my medicine from Amble, and it seems like the formula has changed ever since the lawsuits started happening in 2025. Did anyone experience this? So the reason that they can continue to, one of the reasons I can continue to sell compounded tirzepatide, semaglutide, is because they're doing custom dosing and they're doing custom formulations. So for most telehealth, and we haven't bought from Amble, so I don't know specifically, but for most telehealths, they're adding something that may help you. It might be a vitamin. There's a whole list of different things that it can be, niacinamide and all kinds of things. All of those additives, though, should be added. So if you have a 2.5 milligram dose of tirzepatide, you should still get the 2.5 milligram dose of tirzepatide. And then there's some sterile water and some preservative in there, just like there always was. And then they'll add, it'll say on your vial, a little bit of niacinamide. It'll say how much it is. It should not impact the effectiveness of the drug, even one little bit. But
this is tirzepatide, niacinamide, 17-2 milligram per milliliter, and that's not this is a 15 milligram vial, so it's, people get confused a lot of times with that, but yeah.
So, and Britt, you're asking, if you go to now, I was just reading from the Lilly Direct website, so there's 3 prices. Basically it goes up as you go up in dose.
Yeah, if you're interested in the Lilly Direct vials, the prices are on their website.
They're published, and I mean, I'd have to pull it back up again.
It's confusing. I think it's $2.99, $3.99, $2.49, I always, because they dropped it. So
hold on, I can get it.
No. It's let's not quote it because we'll get it wrong. And
no, I'm reading it. It's not.
Well, you read it before.
It doesn't mean I remember it.
Yeah.
$2.99 for 2.5. $3.99 for 5 milligram, and then 7.5, 10, 12.5, and 15 milligram are all $4.49.
So $2.99, $3.99, $4.49. Lilly Direct vials.
And then if you're paying cash,
$50 more
as we said, all doses of the pen are $4.99. Yeah.
All doses of the pen for cash? You can't pay cash for the pens?
Yeah, you can. You can order them. Well, that's how you got it. That's from the drugstore. If you use the savings card and you're paying cash, it's $4.99. That is correct.
$4.99
Yes.
with the savings card.
That's what I said.
And commercial insurance. It's very confusing. I hate to give out prices because it's very confusing, and I don't want to tell somebody wrong. And really, with insurance, it's so different. So you really need to price it up for yourself. The cheapest option I have still ever found is compounded. So that's what I do. Vera says, I'll be going on 10 milligrams Zepbound this Saturday. I've moved up to 2.5. Huh? Starting in May. What? Has anyone experienced a noticeable difference at 10? What do you mean?
So she must be at
2.5?
7 and she's going to move up to 10. I didn't notice a difference on any shifts, but some people do.
I don't remember having, I kept my spreadsheets and I noted, I did notice when I have a note here in week 15, need to move up in dose when I gained 0.2 of a pound and I went from 7.5 to 10. It never bothered me to go up.
Yeah, I think it's specific to you. I think the only dose shift that I've heard the most about is the 2.5 to 5, and it's because the medication doubles. Mm-hmm. As you go up, it's a significantly smaller percentage. So that percent jump from 7.5 to 10 is not double like it is 2.5 to 5. Mm. But yeah, so let's see here.
Donna Gribbins. I had a loss of 6 pounds last week. I have no idea at 55 weeks in why such a big loss. Weighed today on shot day this week, and I lost another 5.2. That's a lot of losses, Donna. I have no idea why such big losses. 143 pounds down?
Wow.
Now? Holy moly, Donna Gribbins. Tell me more about your amazing weight loss. Sometimes your body just catches up. Like sometimes you're just kind of cruising along and then you have that big drop, right? And you kind of cruise along and you have a big drop.
Really make sure you're
eating enough.
Yeah, eating enough though, because you want to take care of yourself. And then not to wish that not.
In 55 weeks, she's lost 143 pounds.
Yeah, that's what she says.
That's greater than average weight loss. That's greater than average. So definitely make sure you're eating enough. Make sure you're getting
2.6. It's not that much more.
1 to 2. Yeah. 1 to 2
yeah.
pounds weight.
What I would say is at some point, I do not wish this on you. So stay healthy, lose weight, the whole 9 yards. But a lot of times when you see those kind of big jumps, your body will slow down for a minute after that and go.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to level off.
You may feel like you're in a stall maybe for a couple weeks, and then it just because your body's only going to do so much, and it'll protect itself. But it sounds like you're doing great.
Mm-hmm. Deborah at Renee Scary. I get that site rash too, but it's getting better with time. If you're just getting like a little, like where the pin prick goes in, if you're just getting like a little rash around that goes away in like a day or two, I've heard that reported often. What I got that I wanted to tell my doctor about was bigger than a quarter size rash that did not go away, that was itchy, that was a definite allergic reaction. CRM Rodeo, been in 10 for 4 months and had leveled off at 70 pounds down since November 2024. Same weight for 3 days is a first and weird. LOL. Leveled off. You lost 70 pounds in 4 months. That's kind of a lot. So, so your body, it will slow down. Yeah. Same way.
Well, and if you've been on that dose for 4 months, talk to your doctor if you've leveled out. So at some point, there is a reason that the titration exists. So talk to your doctor.
Well, 4 times 4 is 16 weeks divided by 70 pounds is over 3 pounds a week. So that's kind of a lot. That's higher than average.
Again, talk to your doctor because there's a reason that exists. CC says, Downsized Dish is so helpful to learn from such a variety of perspectives and experiences.
Thanks, CC.
We have lots of good ones coming up.
Yeah, we've talked to over 100 people. It's probably getting closer to 200 at this point.
I don't know about that, but
over 100 for sure, somewhere between there. about their weight loss and their experience. So if you're looking for somebody like you can probably find them in these interviews. And, it's so interesting to talk to people and see how they're going about this differently, because really everybody is very different in this journey.
And if you don't see someone like you, it's you. Reach out. We'll do an interview with you.
But we've got old, young, black, white, men, women.
Haven't
really
started yet.
A wide variety
been
of
2 years in.
Mm-hmm.
What I would tell you though is we're looking for everybody, right? And I get emails and text messages and Facebook messages and the whole 9 yards almost once a week of people going, I wish you'd show slow losers or turtles, or I wish you'd show this, or I wish you'd show that. We don't have a database of people with all of their traits.
Let me just dial that up.
So everybody that you see on one of these has come to us and said, I would like to do this on it. So this is an invitation. If you would like to do one, go to our website, thedownsized.org. Look at the very top. It says Downsized Dish. And there's a couple of questions. You send it to us and we'll get you scheduled. We're looking for everybody. So it's not, and we would do, I always do these once a week. I think last week I did 4 in a week. So I would do as many as I can get.
There you have it.
She wouldn't. She gets tired.
It's hard for me to do more than one a day because I really want to focus on the person and what they're saying. And sometimes if I do more than one in a day, I'm like, did the first person tell me that? Or did the second person tell me that? And I really want to just be very focused on what the person's saying. Melanie Blunk, I don't know what's happening. Last week I went up to 10 milligrams and I am hungry and the food noise has returned. And for 3 days I've been overeating. That's a great question.
It happens. Take your shot and keep moving and eat your protein.
Make sure you're eating your protein. Are you drinking water? You know what? I go back to, are you doing the basic things? Are you drinking enough water? Are you eating your protein first? Are you eating enough protein? Are you eating enough, period? Are you taking your shot every 7 days? Did you miss a shot? Did something happen? And then it's a question of, okay, well, if you're taking your shot and you're doing all the things, are you eating enough? Are you, look at the content of your food, the quality of your food. And if nothing points to nothing, just keep going and you'll probably work through it in a couple weeks. Ann Quitman says, earlier in my Zep-bound journey, I rarely felt hunger. Now I do until I eat, and then I feel full. I feel like a normal person now. Yeah, it's weird for me to get that full signal, like every day at every meal, because that was like only a Thanksgiving time thing when I really was full. But yeah, it's a new frontier. Britt braves it. I'm waiting for passport. I'm hoping to go on the cruise. It will be my first. We'll be coming from Arizona.
Yay.
Excellent. I just renewed my passport and it came pretty fast. So hopefully yours will come fast too. CJR question. Friday, I'll take my 9th 2.5 Zep-bound shot. We'll be going up to 5 in a few weeks. Kind of aggravated. Been at 24.6 pounds all week. Hubby keeps dropping. What shot is it? 9th. Okay. Well, you're making amazing progress. So in 9 weeks, you've lost almost 25 pounds. That's fantastic. Been at 24. And I weigh myself every day also. And sometimes when it's like the same number for multiple days in a row, I'm like, what the helly? Like, I worked out today. I should be down 5 pounds, but it doesn't work that way. So, just keep looking at that cumulative downward trend, and hubby's going to lose 17 pounds in the first 2 weeks, and God bless America.
Don't worry. It all bounces out.
Yeah.
It all bounces out.
So yeah, it's all good. Usually people, he's averaged out to 1.338 pounds a week.
But I started like 30 pounds in 2 months. So
that's what I mean. He was like 17 pounds down in 2 weeks. And I'm like, what the actual hell, man? Like, here I am. First week I lost 4 pounds. I was like, fantastic. Yeah, everybody's different. You can't compare your journey and blah, blah, but it is annoying when your husband's, you're eating probably the same things. You're probably doing all the same things. And then sometimes your, person is losing faster than you. But
fabulous, wonderful,
c'est la vie.
Startlingly
God
attractive
bless.
husband. Yes.
God bless America. Yeah, just keep going. Sandy Shore, line dancing. Dun, 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 dun. You're really behind with the comments here. We talked about that a long time ago. Dun, 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 dun,
Because you've been talking.
dun, dun, dun. I've been talking. All right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm just going to wait for, how's that song go? I caught myself flirting with my husband today. Woohoo! We've been married 39 years. I just feel so much better. That's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. Health at any cost, Barb, karaoke, time to sing, scream, Queen, all together. Don't stop me now, because I'm having a good time, having a good time.
Well, my friend Joe from England needs to come. Where's Joe? Joe. Joe's, what is it? Joe's Sleeping Slim.
Joe's Sleeping Slim journey?
Yeah.
Somebody is coming from England. I saw on the email list they have a UK address. I don't think it was Joe, though.
I don't know.
Val says we should do something special for Kelly for all she does planning for us. Kelly gets paid by her cruise. She works for a big cruise group. So, but yeah, I think she's coming on this.
I think she is.
Tomorrow is Kelly's birthday. If you want to call her and say hi, or send her an email and say hi, we're having book club tomorrow, and it's Kelly's birthday. Not book club for Downsized, book club IRL in real life. Anthony says, at Health at Any Cost, I hope someone records that. Haha.
Well, Anthony, you need to come on the cruise.
Yeah,
you can record it.
Anthony, you need to come on the cruise. Twin B, do you know anyone personally who's on the Wegovy pill? Nope.
Dave Knapp's on the Wegovy pill.
All right. Well,
I know Dave.
Know him. Yes, we have met Dave personally.
He's been giving it daily updates about it, and today the update was nothing.
Meh. Day 3, meh.
Well, I mean, that's better than vomiting.
Throwing up or massive diarrhea or nausea. I'm sure that they will be coming. I read a statistic today that they wrote 3,000 prescriptions, or 3,000 prescriptions were filled
in the first
week. So, which really didn't seem like a lot to me.
I think it was a distribution thing. You had to get it out to enough stores, and and it was all new prescriptions that had to be written. So, I mean, and that outpaced both Wegovy and injectable and Zepbound on new prescriptions when it launched.
I think they said it was similar pace to the Zepbound start. So.
Well, the one we reported on was only the first 3 days. When you looked at the end of the week, which got to this 3,000, it was outpacing.
I think I saw the story on like E-Trade or something today. I own like 3 shares of Eli Lilly stock. I mean, consult your stock advisor. Yeah.
Donna from Chincoteague Island. Do you have ponies, Donna?
Where is that?
Off the coast of Virginia.
Oh, nice. Marlary, I'm coming up on my 1 year of being on a weekly shot. Woohoo! Awesome. Are you doing good? Hope you're doing good. Probably doing good. I recognize your picture, but I think you had a different name before.
Nancy Bears, how about Trump RX? Does anyone know when that will start? Will they have fair prices? I feel like my Amble medicine is not the same anymore. Something changed this past year. Well, so Trump RX is only the name for a website, and that website will redirect to the manufacturer. So all that we'll do is you'll go to the Trump RX website, and then it will redirect to Eli Lilly. And you'll get the prices that are on the Eli Lilly website, or it will redirect to NovoCare, and you'll get the Novo Nordisk prices. It won't be any different than that. So the prices that they have already lowered, so Lilly's went down $50 and Novo's went down, I won't get the number right, but they went down, are not going to change anytime soon. There is a longer term plan announcement that the average price should get down to $249 for all doses, but it's an average price for all doses, so that doesn't really tell you where it's going to fall out at. The other things that were part of that announcement were Medicaid and Medicare including it, and there is a test program that the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services released the first batch of rules on it. We did it in the news a week or two ago. That test program will not start until June or July, and they did not tell us who would be eligible to be in that program or how large that program was or what the qualifications were to be in it. And that will run through the end of the year, and they will do learnings from that. And you can go to the CMS website and look at it. It's all on the CMS website. And they will do learnings from that. And then, assuming that it worked and they're pleased with those learnings, the actual Medicaid Medicare program is slated to begin in 2027 as of today, June 21st, according to the CMS website.
Today, June 21st?
June, yeah. The program is, that's what I know as of today, June 21st.
Today's June 21st?
No, January 21st.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you. January 21st.
If you don't like your amble medicine, go to a different telehealth provider. Like, there's a lot of them out there. I use Mochi Health. There's a lot of them out there. So you don't have to stay with a telehealth. We have a person we know, Sabina, who has a website called GLP Winner, and she likes secret shops.
All of them. You want to know about any of them?
Telehealth.
She's got it.
So if you want to compare them, contrast them, I don't know if she posts prices, but you can go on there and check it out. It's a good resource. If you don't like your amble medicine, like, shop around. You can do that. You'll have to talk to a new doctor, but have your history handy. If you've got something you can print out or an app, you can go in and tell them your starting weight and all your history. Shouldn't be a problem.
Larry says lost 40 pounds.
On maintenance with compounded tirzepatide. All right, good job. Awesome. I think we'll get 5 years out from now, and we'll look back and we'll say, remember back when we first, you know what I mean? CJR, we'll take my 9th shot Friday. I think no. Did we read this? No, we didn't. We'll take my 9th shot Friday of 2.5. We'll go up to 5 in 3 weeks. Been stuck at 24.6 down all week, ready to go up. I think she asked a different question with these same statistics.
I think so.
Will the constipation be worse when moving up? No way to tell. Maybe not. It's a thing. Have your remedies on hand. Eat, fiber, water, exercise all helps that constipation move through. I've had constipation for 120 weeks. Really, my whole life. I think I've had a problem. So, ask your doctor about constipation, things that can help you. I like Mago 7. If you can't take magnesium, don't take it.
But your body is becoming accustomed to it, right? So it should not, to the medication. It may or may not get worse.
Mine's always
typically over time. All of the side effects are gonna give some relief as your body gets accustomed.
And I've learned how to manage them. Right. So maybe at the beginning, I wasn't eating enough fiber, drinking all the water. And so I know now that that's very important that I do that, or I will have a constipation problem. So you learn to adjust to what your body needs. And Quentin, question for Laraine and Christopher. When did you start feeling like a normal person and not someone with no control over food? Do I feel like a normal person? Do you feel like a normal person now?
I think it was interesting because
it's hard to say.
2 years ago, it was a different world, and my understanding of what these medications do and how they behave, and even what food noise was completely different. In fact, it was really, we didn't know what the heck we were doing. And I was pretty skeptical, and I thought, we're just going to flush a whole bunch of money down the toilet, and this stuff's, it's a scam, and it's not going to work. And maybe the 3rd week, 4th week. I mean, I didn't notice taking the shot at all. I couldn't feel a thing the 1st week. 2nd week, I could feel it a little bit, and I was starting to get some fullness. By the 3rd week, it didn't occur to me, and I've told this story many times, until I cook every day, right? And my office is upstairs, Lorraine's office is downstairs. So I come down, finish work about 5 o'clock. I've done a video or whatever I'm doing. And it was 5:30, I think, and I came walking down the stairs. Now, normally prior to GLP-1s at 5:30, this one is already like scratching at the door. Where's my dinner? Looking for snacks, kind of
before GLP-1.
Before GLP-1s, hangry. And I walked downstairs and she's like, "What's for dinner?" But she wasn't like hangry. She was just curious,
like,
right? She was just curious.
What are you making for my dinner?
And I said,
would like to know.
And I said, I hadn't thought about it, to be quite frank. It hadn't even come into my head, which was weird because, I mean, you can go watch some of my old videos on food noise and it's all consuming. I mean, there would be no point in my day, even night most of the time, where I wasn't thinking about food, about what I was going to eat, what I was going to fix, what restaurant I was going to eat at, what chef I wanted to try, whatever it was. But it did kind of, as it built the 4th week, the 5th week, the 6th week, and you really get it into your body, it changes your perspective and it does give you that agency over that intrusive food noise. And that's really the difference between hunger and food noise. Food noise is uncontrollable. It's intrusive. It's negative. Hunger is trying to keep you alive. That's not a bad thing.
I think we started September 29th of 2023, and then, here comes Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and I lost weight over those holidays. And that was not normal for me. I had never done that. And that, I think that January is when I realized this is different. Like, this is not, I've stopped eating when I get a fullness feeling. I stop eating. Is this what normal people feel like? I don't think about food all the time. Is this what normal people feel like? Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to not have that little voice in your head telling you to eat all the time. Christinar 7900. Dang, I just looked and I also weigh the least on my 3rd day after shot. That is so random. I learned that from what was that cute little guy's name that we met at the OAC conference that is a big advocate for Native Americans. Oh,
we did an interview with him. I don't remember his name.
It's gone on my head, but he mentioned it because he was very focused. He's on TikTok. Is it Teddy? McTeddy.
Yeah, Teddy.
I think his TikTok handle is McTeddy. He had gotten very focused on weighing himself every day. And then he charted it. He could see, and he figured out the 3rd day after his shot, he weighed the least amount. And then he tried to not weigh himself for a month to see if he could, to kind of like break him of what he thought was a bad habit. So yeah, I never would have figured that out on my own because I'm just really looking day to day.
Jeremy, I find it interesting that Wegovy is available for Medicare self-pay patients as an auto-injector, while Lilly only offers the vials. Does Novo Nordisk have a big advantage over Eli Lilly for this group? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you care, I'm not sure that that's true, honestly.
Well, Novo has Novo Care,
right? But it's still a savings card, isn't it? I'm not sure that that's true. I could be wrong though.
I think it's a direct pay, like Eli Lilly Direct, like Lilly Direct. I'm not that familiar with the Novo savings card and savings program, honestly, because I've never filled a prescription and I've never used it. For Medicare, auto injector, Lilly only offers the vials. I mean, and Lilly didn't always offer the vials. I mean, that's a really, I guess, in the last year development.
Yeah.
When they came out with the vials.
And the expectation is that
I think they're both competing.
That Lilly will launch their quick pen, and they've submitted it. So this is the one from England. We assume it'll be like this. And the expectation, now it's speculation, is that the quick pen will be available on Lilly Direct for a cash price too. Now we'll see if and when it happens. The FDA has to approve it first.
But, Novo was the biggest manufacturer of GLP-1s. And then Eli Lilly came along with Zepbound and ate their lunch, like literally. Zepbound was just proven more effective. People switched over to Zepbound. They had less side effects. A lot of people still on Wegovy and Ozempic, and I think Novo had to get a little bit more competitive with their pricing because their product wasn't as good.
And I'll tell you, Lilly's general belief is they have a better product and they don't care. So they'll charge more.
They can charge whatever they want.
They don't care.
There's nothing else like it that you can get. Except, Wegovy, but Wegovy's like kind of number 2 now to Zepbound. We're number 2. We try harder. Lori Tarsa. There are metal ring sizers that clamp onto the bands. I believe they're sold at jewelry stores. Yeah, I didn't want any. Don't they usually like scratch it up and like, I've seen the metal ones in the past. Probably just need to get it sized. Do, 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 do.
The dude, CHT, says Amy Plus Trump is pulling a stipend from the name Trump RX because it uses his name, so he's charging the taxpayers to use his name. Well, first of all, let me address this. Let me address this. First of all, as I say many, many times, we're not a political channel, but we do talk about politics and policy where it intersects with GLP-1s. That's not true, dude. Trump's not getting that payment for that. It's just the government is not paying him to use his name on that. That's not a thing.
Remember last year at this time when Trump changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America?
That's what we don't need to talk about.
Biggest problem we had. All right, let's move on. We don't want to go down a political rabbit hole.
No, we do not.
It's Darium. Listening to the book is great for my commute and for when walking. I have to multitask. Of course you do, Darium. At Amy Loses It. Thanks, Darium. He's one of our moderators. He's an all-around great guy. He's got a Substack called The Messy Middle, I believe it's called. And we also did an interview with Darium you can check out. We met him at the OAC conference last year. Yep. What's Michelle say? Is that Michelle?
Well, it's on the screen.
Oh, Michelle's here. Hi, all. I am so late to this party. Hope all are well. I was just wondering where you were, Michelle Frank. Nice to see you. Thanks for being a member and a moderator of our live. And she's also the moderator of our Club Downsized Facebook page. Anna Bazdani. At my goal, 125 pounds. When I started October 14th, 2015, I didn't know it would be for life. I'm worried if I will have the money, to cover the medication in the future. I pay $489 monthly.
Well, Anna, here's what I'll tell you. So it won't be the same price forever. What you have to do is worry about today and getting yourself to a healthy place today. We've seen the prices come down exponentially over the last 2 years, and over the next 2 years, it'll go down even more. Absolutely no doubt in my mind, such that if you look even further out, say 5 years out, I firmly believe there will be 6, 7, 8 medications on the market. The competition will have driven down the price. There will be several orals on the market that will be good for maintenance. And what maintenance looks like a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now will be completely different. But yeah, these medications for many, many people, and we believe it is for us, are lifetime medications. And it's because they're drugs that are designed to treat the disease of obesity. They're not cures. So just like when I had to take blood pressure medicine and cholesterol medicine that kept my blood pressure in check, and I had done that for 20 years and would do that for the rest of my life, it's the same sort of thing, or insulin for diabetes.
If you're paying $489 a month, switch to compounded. I mean, that's the cheapest option. I mean, compounded tirzepatide at Mochi is $199 a month. I don't know if people know that these other options are available. My link and code are in the description. That's a lot of money.
CC says, I wish Eli Lilly, thanks for being a member. I wish Eli Lilly created private market insurance and all their policies included Mounjaro Zepbound for everyone. That would solve the cost and availability issues for a huge population.
They could just lower their price.
Yeah. I don't.
They could just lower their price to $99 a month. Problem solved. Insurance be damned. Like,
well, and the challenge would be because insurance, the American system is convoluted and painful. But one drug manufacturer creating insurance, it would just be for its drugs. So that still wouldn't cover if you had broke your leg or, had a car, anything else happened. And I'm not even sure that legally that a drug company could own a drug company. There's state laws.
A drug company could own an insurance company?
Yeah, there's state laws that might preclude that.
It might be a little tricky.
But we definitely need better access, and it needs to be covered. Absolutely. Absolutely. Barb says, hit the like button. There's 318 people out there right now, 206 likes. Thank you very much.
The problem with insurance covering it is the price is so high, it busts the insurance company's budget. They can't justify the coverage. So, the price of the medication is coming down slowly, but until it's really an affordable price, and I'm talking maybe under $200 a month, under $100 a month, somewhere in there, it's just, insurance companies aren't just going to cover it. It's going to have to be, people have compared it to insulin's journey, how now insulin, you can get insulin for $25 a thing or whatever. I'm not really familiar with that, but it's going to have to come down.
The guy at Pfizer compared it to Viagra in pricing.
How much does Viagra cost?
Apparently it was very expensive years ago. Anthony says eating the best food first is probably the best advice as a foodie who also used to save the best food for last before the meds.
Yes.
I'll tell you, the other thing I firmly believe is because we eat so much less food, when you're shopping, buy better food. Go buy that good chicken breast, that good steak, that good what, because you're only going to buy a small piece. It's not like you're getting
a lot of it.
And if you're buying better quality food, you're going to be healthier, I promise you.
When we first started dating, there was a restaurant called California Dreaming. I don't even know if they're around anymore.
Maybe they're.
And they would serve, I got a salad. I got a big salad, and they would serve with it these wonderful croissants that were like glazed with like a honey butter. Awesome, right? So I got my big salad, I had my croissant, and I'm saving that croissant for last.
Who saves it for last? It was hot. Why would you save a hot?
Because it's good and I'm saving it for last. This man reaches over. What are you doing? Why are you eating?
I got you another one. It was fine.
He said, I thought you didn't want it. You left it on your plate. I thought you weren't going to eat it. He's lucky I married him after that. I'll tell you that. I don't think we were even married yet.
No, we weren't. Starlight 38 says, I'm going on the Icon of the Sea. We've never been on that ship. That's a big, beautiful new ship. Real Pro Van R says, current dose 5 milligrams, and my instructions say load 43 units, moving up to 7.5 milligrams, and the instruction says load 32 units. This doesn't make sense to me, mathematically challenged. Well, so
they mixed it up a different.
Yeah, let's back up there.
They mixed it up.
So we don't typically talk about units, and the reason we don't talk about units is exactly what you're talking about. Every compounding pharmacy mixes it in a different concentration than another pharmacy. So a 5 milligram dose can be one amount of units from pharmacy A and a different amount of units from pharmacy B. In your case, it sounds like your compounding pharmacy also mixes the concentrations differently for doses. So that higher dose is a higher concentration. So the first thing you do, if you're deeply concerned about it, there should be a phone number on your vial. You can call them and ask them to make sure it's correct. Never be afraid to call and ask to make sure it's correct. Second thing you can do is follow the instructions, because the instructions, well, they're telling you what the concentration is.
The units, that's the number that you're pulling to on the syringe. The units are not tied to the dose. It's simply how this particular compounding pharmacy mixed up this particular batch on this particular day, you can get two different medication levels, for example, 5 milligram and 7 milligram from the same compounding pharmacy, and they can have weirdly different directions for the units like you've just described. So it doesn't matter what you've seen before. I've pulled out 50 units. I've pulled out 88 units. I've pulled out 25. Like it's not correlated to anything. The units
Well, it is. We just don't know what it is.
It's not for us to understand. Just follow the directions, and they don't make logical sense. But that's because you don't know how the compounding pharmacy mixed up this concentration. When I reached my top dose was 12.5, and at this point we were getting from a compounding pharmacy called Red Rock Pharmacy, and to get a 12.5 dose out, they told me to take 2 shots, fill this up to 100, and then fill the other, a second syringe up to 25 or something like that. I lost my mind.
Don't follow those instructions. That is not.
And they don't even do it like that anymore, right? So it's, your mileage may vary. Follow the instructions on your vial for your dose.
It's a different concentration, so they're giving you a different amount of units. It is. And if you're not sure, call them. They'll explain it to you. Here we go.
Thanks for all you do on YouTube. Well, thanks, Jane Hutt, 4037.
Ayush Cater, I don't know how to say your name, says, I only eat protein shakes. Ha ha.
Well, that's no good.
I don't recommend that. But you
eat
do
some
you.
Real food, please. I love a protein shake, but I don't want to live on them.
I don't like them at all.
Shonda C. Hello, everyone. I haven't been on here in a minute. Hey, Shonda. Kelly Turnmeyer. I have taken 2 doses of Manjaro at 15 milligrams. I feel like I have less suppression over food noise and feeling hungrier. Any thoughts on that?
Yep. Take your next dose.
We're getting a lot of talk about hunger today, and I don't know if you were here at the beginning of this live stream, so I'll repeat. We talked to a dietitian today, and she was telling us how she noticed at the 6-month mark, many GLP-1 patients felt their hunger coming back, and what's happening? Why am I hungry? Do I need to go up and dose? I don't like it. I don't like being hungry. It's scary. I don't like it. I like to have my food appetite suppressed. It's where I want it. When we have the disease of obesity, our appetite is dysregulated. Our hormones are not, our ghrelin, our leptin, all those hormones are out of whack. They're not at the normal levels. That's what causes food noise and causes us to not really have a lot of control over our eating because our obesity is driving our appetite. So when you're on these GLP-1 medications and the GLP-1 works on the hormone levels and gets you to a leveled out state, we're supposed to feel hunger for meals. That's how we survive, right? We had this food noise because our obesity brain said, the winter's coming and you're going to starve to death, and it had gone into overdrive. So these medications quiet that noise, level us out, and now we can feel hunger when it's appropriate at mealtime. So and it's something that really we keep coming back to. Don't be afraid of hunger. Hunger, and I'm super afraid of hunger. Hunger was always my enemy. Through Weight Watchers, through Jenny Craig, through Nutrisystem, through 17-day diet, I did not want to feel hungry because I knew if I felt hunger, I was going to fail this diet. But that's not true with this. This is not a diet. This is a prescription medication for the treatment of obesity. So we have to now learn what these hunger signals feel like, and we have to kind of embrace them and learn how to nourish our bodies in a way that can last us for the rest of our life. That was a good dissertation. I hope that makes sense. Just keep going. You're doing fine. Shonda, I'm 70 pounds from my goal weight. I'm getting back to being super focused. Okie dokie. Take your shot. It's all the focus you need sometimes. Mark Suave, 25. I'm down 70 pounds. And 40 pounds of that came from Zepbound and Retta. Whew, hope you're in a clinical trial there, Mark Suave. The sunburn sensation sucks, but it beats being fat again. What's the sunburn?
Allodynia.
Is that your allodynia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher has that sometimes.
I do. Let's see here. Mary's asked this question a couple times. I think she asked it on the website the other day.
How did you choose your telehealth provider? I want a good one, and I am afraid to get scammed. I've been with Mochi for 2 years. In February, I see my Mochi doctor online. They prescribe my medication I can pick from several different compounding pharmacies, and it works for me. Okay. They charge you a $79 a month membership fee, which covers your doctor's visits, and compounded tirzepatide is $199 a month. You can use my code and save $40 on your first order. My code is QIYGO8. The code and the link are in the description. If you want to compare telehealth providers, we have a friend, Sabina, who runs a website called GLP Winner. She secret shops, and she can tell you about other ones. I've only used Mochi and one other one from when we started. I didn't like the first one we had because I tried to get a hold of somebody and I couldn't, and I felt like there was nobody home. And so I switched to Mochi. Now, no telehealth company is going to be perfect, okay? We as patients and as consumers, we need to take control of our health. And if shipments are coming automatically and we don't like that, we need to take control of it, and we need to manage our medication and our treatment schedule. I can message my doctor anytime, and he gets back to me within 24 hours.
The biggest thing I would tell you right now about looking around for telehealth is there are a few out there that are selling 3 months, 6 months, and they're showing really low rates because you're buying a lot of medicine.
I wouldn't do that.
I would not do that. And the reason that I would not do that is I think the prices are going to come down in the next month or so. And I think they're going to come down a good bit. So if you're stuck into a 6-month deal, you might be paying for 5 months of medicine that's $50 to $100 more than it should be.
Yeah. So, I mean, I go month to month. I just, I get my medication refilled every month. I click the button and have it sent when I want to. I don't necessarily wait for the auto shipment to kick in because I just like to have a little bit more control over it than that. And within a week, 10 days, it lands on my doorstep, packed in cold packs. Super easy.
Oh, I lost Grant. Where'd Grant go? Here's Grant. Grant Campbell says, looks like Charlotte may be getting ice in West Virginia, a foot of snow. He lives in West Virginia. I did an interview with Grant. It's coming up.
It's coming.
It's coming. We're going to Miami, so we're going to get the heck out of here. And there will not be snow there.
No.
And
it might be cold though.
I think it's 80.
I don't think it will be by the time we get there. Lynn K. Kalani, 39 pounds down, listening to Enough while on the treadmill. Yep. So Oprah's book, Enough. Get it, read it, love it. We're going to be doing a book club on it live Thursday, February 12th. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. And hit that bell too, because when you hit that bell, then you get notified every time we post a video. So, you get notified when we go live or, post a video and stuff like that. SAJH511. I'm down 58 after 19 weeks. That's a lot. That's a lot. Good job. Okay. Anthony says, have you guys ever had strangers recognize you from your Mochi commercial? Yes. Or just your followers, people you know. You can stop the confetti.
I did.
Yeah. From the Mochi commercial, like people in my gym have come up to me, the people that I don't know their name or anything, but they're like, didn't I see you on a commercial? Yes, you did. People on cruises sometimes have stopped us and recognized us, but they're usually our followers. I don't know from that commercial, I don't know that you would Well, you might. Depends on many times you've seen the commercial, I guess.
Jude has a question. Have you heard that Medicare recipients with BMI 30 or more with comorbidities, e.g. hypertension or high cholesterol, can get Zepbound for $50 a month beginning in April? So I talked about this earlier, and then you say, if you've already answered this question, I apologize. No, it won't begin in April. So if you go to the CMS website, you can look at, and the CMS is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. They're the people who actually run these programs. They write all the rules, right? It's the people who govern the way these things are done. They have a test program that, according to their website, will start, it's June or July, I think. It's a test program, so it's a smaller portion of people. They have not told us how those people will be selected, what the qualifications will be. So we don't know anything about comorbidities. We don't know anything about it. Assume that test program will run through the end of the year, according to the CMS website. And then assuming it worked and meets whatever the standards are, they're not telling us what the standards are for the test, that it could roll out as early 2027 to the larger population. Even that, though, they're saying would be about 10% of Medicare or Medicaid recipients. So the assumption is those requirements to be in this program would be pretty high, because obviously there's a lot more people on Medicaid, Medicare than 10% that are overweight or obese. So more to come is the real answer. It's not happening in April. I can tell you that. We are going to finish it up here pretty soon too. Anthony says, CD says, surely she's getting gold-plated Zepbound.
What does that mean?
I said Oprah was getting gold-plated Zepbound.
Oh. I'm sure she gets it from the CVS just like everybody else.
She's got people for that.
She's got people to go pick up her medications and stand in line at Walgreens and try to explain to the pharmacist. Jane Hines says, hi, glad to catch you live. I've lost about 30% of my weight and I want to lose 15 more pounds. I don't have a realistic image of myself in my brain. That takes time, a long time, like 6 months to a year, like really. But congratulations on losing 30% of your body weight. The best way I've found to get your brain to catch up with what you currently look like is to take pictures of yourself, look at before and afters. A lot of times when you look in the mirror, it's different than looking at a picture, right? Try on clothes, go to stores, try on different sizes, go to different stores and try on sizes. And, I was thinking, oh, I guess they're just really making things bigger than they used to. No, I'm small. You're smaller, right? So it takes some time, and it takes trying on those smaller sizes at different places over and over until you realize I am a smaller size. That is my husband over there, that man I don't recognize that's walking toward me. It took me a minute to catch up with what he looked like too. So, but yeah, I'd say 6 months or a year after you get to where you want to be, it's just kind of a process, right? We'll be folding clothes and I'm like, what is this little tiny t-shirt? Oh, that's mine. It's just weird.
So to answer the other part of your question, how long will it take to lose that last 15 pounds? Mm-hmm. I don't know how tall you are. There's not enough numbers there to have any real insight. But what I'll tell you is the last 10 to 20 pounds are going to be the slowest weight to lose, because
are always the slowest.
It's the largest percentage of your body. So when you lose the first pound and you weigh a lot, it's a very small percentage of your body. When you get to the end, it flips. That just confused her. I saw smoke come out of her eyes.
No, no smoke coming out of my eyes. It's the less you weigh, the slower your weight loss. I mean, just put it that way. I kind of think we all know that, right? And it doesn't. And what does it matter? Because we're not going off the I'm not, or you're probably not going off the medication. We're not going off the medication. This is now just our lifestyle. So if it takes 15 weeks, if it takes 6 months, if it takes a year, all right. Well, you're going to get to where you want to go, right? You're keeping going. You're doing all the things. You know what to do. You've lost 30% of your weight. You're practically there. So just keep doing what you're doing. Track what you're doing if you want a little bit more.
But
picture.
I can tell you, so it took me 15, 16 months, and I don't keep spreadsheets, so I couldn't tell you exactly. I could look on my chart if I wanted to get down 100 pounds. The last 20, I think, took me 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you look at the entire span of my weight loss, basically my average still came out to 1.338 pounds per. So look at your bigger number, look at your trends versus the day. And yeah, it might take you.
It doesn't matter how long it takes.
A while. It might take you months.
And that's like, I hate to say that, but it doesn't matter.
Every day you're 30% of your body weight down is a good day.
Yeah. We've got some super chats.
Oh.
Piggy sent us
a
super chat. Good.
What? Oh, I can't. That's not where it doesn't work from there. No. One moment. It does work from here.
Piggy asked no more. Thank you for your super chat. Good night to you too. Thanks for another great live stream. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. Thank you for your super chat. Yeah. And we've got another super chat.
One moment. Mimi in Australia. Hey girl. Hey. So Mimi in Australia is a fabulous, wonderful woman. And when people say, I lost my weight on retatrutide, Mimi actually did, because Mimi was in the retatrutide trials in Australia. She's been making the rounds, so you might have seen her around. She's been on a couple of different people's, and we're doing an interview with her tomorrow, the next day, I know, or it's Friday. I think we're interviewing Mimi. Thank you very, very much for your support, Mimi. And
we are doing it, Mimi, friend.
Let's see. Let's give you some confetti.
And we have another super chat too.
Let's give you the robot. I'm still giving Mimi stuff because I love Mimi. She's fabulous.
Yeah. Looking forward to talking to you on Friday.
Yeah. Perfect. So we will talk to you. Let's see what we got here.
And who doesn't love an Australian accent? That's what I'm talking about. Sandy Murphy. Hey there. Finally made it to goal weight. I'm at 115 and holding. Excellent job, Sandy Murphy. Good for you. And thank you for being a member of Club Downsized. Thank you for your super chat. And good for you. 115 and holding. That's awesome. I think I don't ever remember weighing 115 pounds. Maybe in 7th grade. I think in 7th grade I weighed 115 pounds.
Starbright says, hello, do you use the Human Body Pod? Do you like it? Let me turn that off. Yes, we use the Human Body Pod. We have one in our bathroom. We both use it. We both have separate apps.
We liked it. We liked it so much. We're sponsored by the Body Pod. They sponsor our news, our weekly news shows. We like it.
Yeah, it is a significantly more accurate scale. That we have a video where we went and did a DEXA scan and then compared the DEXA scan results to the Body Pod results. And we had an old school kind of Renfo digital scale. So there's actually charts in this video that show you the difference. Spoiler, the Hume was within like 1% for both of us.
The Renfro was 10% off. 10% off. Like what? You have to have the scale that has the handle that comes up if you want an accurate body fat percent number. So the Hume Body Pod measures your muscle mass, your water, your body fat percent, your I forget all the things. A lot of things. So you're not just looking at that number, right? You're not just looking at that 3-digit number. You're looking at a whole picture of your health and your muscle and your body.
All right. Shorty says, enjoy your cruise.
Thanks, Shorty.
Jude says, you two are cute.
Are too cute.
Yeah. And then, we're going to be done, I think. Right. Let's see. One more. Sand and sunscreen. I've been on Go for 2 years, lost 80 pounds. I didn't want to continue losing weight. I'm eating more, but still losing weight.
Go down and
Any recommendations? First of all, let's do this. So the general statement is working with your doctor. There are 3 different levers you can pull. You have your medication, right? So dosage. You can go up, down, sideways. You can stretch out. There's a lot of things you can work with your doctor on there. You can do calories and you can do activity. You can adjust any one of those 3 things. Sounds like you'd need to talk to your doctor about going down on your dose, and it's a balancing act of getting those things working.
Go down on your dose. You probably aren't eating enough. If you're at your goal weight and you're still losing, you're not eating enough. So take a look at that. If you're on the lowest dose and you're eating all you can eat, maybe consider stretching your dose out. Like I talked to a lady the other day that takes her shot every 10 days. Talk to your doctor about that. That's a kind of an off-label use, but people do it, especially if you're super sensitive to the medication.
All right. So that is our live for Wednesday, January 21st. We will be live next week. It might change to a different day, so stay tuned. It'll depend on where we are in the world and how the internet's working on a cruise ship.
Where in the world are Laraine
Where in
and
the world is Carmen Sandiego?
No, where in the world are Laraine and Christopher?
Yep.
It's like Matt Lauer. Remember that? Where in the world is Matt Lauer? And he got fired, and that was the end of that. So anyway.
Well, I think that was a play on Carmen Sandiego, yeah.
Was it a play on Carmen? No.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, anywho, like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
Go book the cruise, thedownsized.org.
Well, they can do that too. They got time on that.
Thank you for being a part of what we do. We appreciate your support and watching. My name is Christopher Durham.
Hit the like on your way out. I'm Laraine Durham.
Thank you, and we are
Bye. Thanks.
The Downsized.